This is the BBMars AI Noise Mini Cancelling Wireless Lavalier microphone, and this is everything that you get in the box. First of all, a fairly easy to understand, detailed instruction manual, and this explains all the different bits you get in the box and all the different lights that you'll encounter when you're charging this or pairing it with your device. And then the devices themselves, you have first of all this charging case, also a carrying case for the receiver and the transmitters. You actually get two microphones here, two lavalier microphones. So this receiver, referred to in the manual as RX, simply plugs into the USB-C port of your phone or whichever recording device you're using. I also use my PC. And then this light here will illuminate green, showing that it's paired. So this is the device that pairs to your device that you're recording with. And then you can use one or both of these lavalier microphones. Once this is paired and green, when you pull them out of the box, these will also turn green, showing that they're paired. At the moment, they're flashing blue and red, which shows that they're not paired, that they're looking for pairing. Also in the box, you get this adapter for some iOS devices. You might need it. You just plug the receiver straight into the adapter, and that goes then into your iOS device, and you're good to go. And then additionally, you get this fairly flimsy USB-C charging cable, but perfectly usable. You can plug this into each of these devices. Each of them has a USB-C port, which is used for charging. So you can charge them individually, or you can charge the case up and charge them all inside that. So at the moment, I'm just using the standard mic on my phone and using the standard video app, and I'm going to be switching to using one of these mics here. I'll just plug this into my phone and clip one of these on and continue with the video. Right, so I have the receiver attached to the USB-C port of my phone, and it's illuminated green, showing me that it's paired to my device, and my device now recognizes it as the default mic for the phone. I have the other lavalier mic clipped onto my shirt around where my sternum is, so hopefully you can hear a bit of a difference from the phone mic from before. So the actual mic itself, or transmitter, referred to as TX in the manual, comes equipped with this little clip here that you can separate. So it's very easy then to take this and clip this onto your shirt or your lapel or someplace close. It recommends a fairly close distance for clipping this on, but you'll have to experiment with the mic placement, obviously. And then once you get that clipped on, you can just attach the mic to it. And you can also then turn the mic around to different positions, depending on where you want the mic to be. So you've got different ports here, and I'll show you. This is the microphone portion of the transmitter, and then this button here actually switches between the different noise cancellation features of the device. When you first turn it on or pair it, it's in green here, meaning that it's in the high fidelity mode. And then as you press this button, it switches through the noise cancelling modes. There's two of them. You have AI noise cancelling and then DSP noise cancelling. Now, because both of these microphones are paired together and sort of mixed together, if you press the button on one of them to change the noise cancellation, it will also affect the other mic as well, which is handy for this review because I can just press it on here and it'll change and you can hear the differences. So I've been talking with the hi-fi on at the moment, so I'll press this button here and you can see this will turn yellow, showing that it is now in AI noise cancellation mode. So don't know if you can hear much of a difference there. In the test that I did before, I could hear quite a significant difference in terms of blocking out background noise and that sort of thing. And then you press it one more time and it illuminates blue, and that means you're now in DSP noise reduction. So it didn't seem to be quite as aggressive as the AI noise cancellation, but the DSP has its own algorithm for reducing background noise. So now we'll go back to this is the standard high fidelity, as they call it, mode. So you can mess around with that and place the mic wherever you feel like you get a sound that you want to get. At the moment, I've got the mic facing away from me, so I've got it clipped to me, and then the microphone itself is actually facing down, and this can help avoid sort of pops and hisses and that sort of thing. So I'll switch the mic around. You can probably hear me fiddling with it, and now I'm going to face it so that it's actually pointed directly towards my mouth, so it's going this way. You're actually going to receive a signal at the moment from both of these, because once I pull this out of the box, it pairs and it's functional. If I want this one to shut off, and you'll probably hear a difference in the sound quality because we're losing one of the input sources, or one of the transmitter sources. I forgot to mention this also. These are the magnets here that you need to line up with the magnets in the case to charge this. So as I said before, the charging case charges all the devices. The receiver also receives power from whichever device you have it plugged in into, so it'll charge in the device that you're using. When you plug these back in, you can see that it flashes red, and a steady red beam means that it's still very highly charged. There's different flashing lights that when it starts flashing red, it's going down in charge. The same happens when you close the case. You'll see this little light here is now flashing green. I've used this quite a few times now without charging it, and used the case to recharge the transmitters and the receiver. And so as you can see, it's flashing green, which means that it still has a good charge, but it needs to have a little bit more. Obviously, when it starts flashing red, then I need to charge it in. So overall, I've been very happy with this. It sounds the sound quality is probably not as good as you might get with professional lavalier microphones, but it's good enough. The fact that you can just use one if you're just doing reviews like this, or just using sort of one sound source, this is a very good option. If you want to use the two microphones, again, they you can't split the signals. A lot of the more high-end lavalier microphones will, if you get two of them, when you record, the signal will be split left and right, or panned left and right. So when you go into processing or editing later, you can actually separate those two tracks out, the left track and the right track, and you can edit them separately. The way these work, the receiver actually mixes the signal from both receivers, or just one if you're using it, and so they could get combined into one track, so you don't have the ability to split the two different mics and EQ them or edit them differently later on. But overall, very, very happy with this, and it seems the battery lasts quite a long time. As I said, I've done quite a few projects in trying to learn how to use this and seeing its capabilities. Hopefully this has given you a bit of a demonstration into the different AI noise cancelling properties that this has, and also just the general features.